Hello, hello, hello. For anyone that is coming on, come and say hello. My name is Bronwyn and I am a psychic medium and a spiritual coach. So come in and say hello. Let me know that you are here. And I will just try and get it so I can see your comments. So bear with me because we all know that technology when I do lives can be a challenge for me. So bear with me. Come in and say hi so I can connect with you and let me know how you're going, what's going on, that type of thing. I thought we might do a card reading. We haven't done anything like this for quite some time. So I thought we would just do that, see how we're going with that kind of thing. And yeah, so I'm struggling with my comments. I haven't done this for ages. Facebook has gone and changed everything on me. So bear with me while I work my way through this. So we are just going to do a card pull, but I thought what I might do is come in, say hello, so I can see some of you coming in, which is great. I've worked out my technology. We know that this is something that I am not great with these Facebook Lives. That's why I don't do them very often. But so we're going to do a quick card pull. But I thought before we start that, what I might share with you is something that some of you may know, you may not know, is about how you can connect with spirit for yourself. So what that looks like for you, how you can do this. So one of the things I'm going to say to you, the first thing that you need to consider when you are connecting with spirit is to be open to connecting with spirit. Hi, Catherine. To be open to connecting with spirit, set that intention that you actually want to connect with them. You actually want to have that engagement. That's the first thing that you need to do to be able to connect with spirit, and then be really aware. So by be really aware, by that I mean to notice the signs and symbols that spirit uses. So what are those things that they do? What do they bring into your awareness? So let's just talk about a couple of these. Coins. Have you ever, hi Wendy, have you ever noticed a coin just in a random spot or even in your path? I'm going to say pick it up. Have a look at the coin. Have a look at the date on the coin. Now, it could be significant for you. It could be significant for someone within your world. Maybe their spirit is bringing acknowledgement around someone. So pick the coins up, have a look at the dates and see how they relate. The other thing is be really aware of songs and conversations. Spirit loves to communicate with songs and even through other people's conversations. And so what they will do is a song will play. You may be shopping and it may represent the favorite band that your loved one had. It may represent a song that meant a lot to your loved one, or the lyrics within the song could actually give you a message. Maybe you're really missing them and the song's all about love, I'm watching you, I'm around you, these kind of things. So listen to the lyrics of the songs because they'll be communicating through those as well. Also, think about conversations that you hear, that eavesdropping situation. Sometimes you may have a situation in your life where you just need a little bit of guidance on it, and there's a conversation occurring with two strangers off in the peripheral, and within that conversation is the inspiration that you need. So spirit will manipulate our world to be able to communicate with us. So be really aware of conversations of other people, that there's message in it for you. Songs, there's going to be messages in it for you. So dreams as well. Someone asked about dreams. So I like to look at them and think about, now, do they seem like they're dreams or visits, which is really magical. A visit is so profound, it quite often will change your world when you have it. There's not necessarily a lot of conversation in a visit from your loved one in spirit. There can be a lot of feeling, a lot of emotion. There may be small conversations, but it's not really in depth. It's more that emotion of what is within the interaction. So look at that as well, and you'll know that there's something different because you remember it, one, and it leaves that sort of, as I said, that deep, profound change within you, that you know that that experience was different to any other dream. So be really aware of that as well. Now, other dreams, which are wisdom dreams or messages from our guides, will have a little bit more information in it. There will be sometimes a little bit more cryptic, where we would need to look at the, I'm going to say, like the bullet points or the headline information within that. And as I said, sometimes we have to be a little bit of an investigator to work out exactly what they're talking about. So don't ignore these. Write them down, even if you're not quite sure what they mean. I'm going to say, get a notebook, start documenting it straight away, because later on you'll be able to verify it, which is fabulous. Hi, Mark. Thanks for joining me. So the other thing that they will work with is, I'm going to say, toddlers and young children. So be really aware of those young people in our life when they just say things that are just like, wow. They say information that they couldn't possibly know. Maybe they're engaging with someone that you can't see. So don't discredit those people as well, those young messengers, which are really connected to the spirit world and are great for being that channel for spirit. So be really open to that as well. A bit like our pets, you know, our cats and dogs that are looking off into the distance. It's something that we just don't know what's there, but they're look like they're looking at something, or maybe they're even running around like they're playing or interacting with something. Also, they are very sensitive and can feel spirit and will engage with spirit as well. So don't discredit those type of encounters that you may notice. And of course, you probably know about the butterflies and feathers and those more common signs that spirit send us as well. But within that range, what they could also do is send you a symbol that is specific for you and your loved one. And that's about setting that up with them, having your own special sign or symbol that is just for you. Now, it could be something that's really important for your loved one. Maybe it was their favorite thing, their favorite animal, or some little thing that was really important between the two of you. Maybe there was something that you gave them once and it was a heart and it was really important. And so now when you see hearts in a particular way, you know that your loved one is really near you, they're walking beside you, and they've just brought that into your awareness to remind you that they're there, because sometimes we forget. So be really open to receiving those signs and symbols from spirit. And the more that we are open to it, the more that they will send us. They're always bringing things into our awareness. Sometimes we're too busy, sometimes we don't notice, and that doesn't stop them from doing it. It definitely doesn't, but we're just missing that wonderful opportunity to keep that relationship alive, keep working on that communication with each other, because we can still have communication, we can still have relationships with them, and it's really important for us to commit to having those relationships to allow the communication to build and grow. So I thought what we might do is, rather than do individual messages, and the reason why I'm going to say I'm not going to do an individual message today is simply because, one, we haven't done it for ages, and there's a lot of people that are, may want a message. I'm not going to get through to everyone. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it as a group, as a team effort. So as I shuffle the cards, what I'm going to ask you to do is close your eyes and think about who you want your message from. Invite them to come close. Invite them to be part of this process. They can fill the room. So allow them to do that. And I'm going to pull 3 cards. So as you do that, feel what card that you think the message is going to be for you. So focus on it. Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Close your eyes and just sit with that energy as we pull the cards. This way everyone can get the message that they need. Now, I'm going to say within the message there may be one word that is all that you need. Could be the whole message or even a section of it. So be open to what part resonates. The other thing too is listen to all the messages, because even though you might think, oh, I'm drawn to number 2, but then the message for card number 3 comes up and it's like, oh, I didn't really pick that, but that makes sense for me. That's okay as well. That's the great thing about working with energy. Sometimes if we're too rigid, we can restrict the flow of the information and the energy as it comes through. So close your eyes, do that process we talked about where we invite spirit to come close, to connect with us, to be able to give us the wisdom that we need today. And as I said, you can hold a particular intention in your heart on what you need guidance on. So we're going to just draw card number 1. So card number 1, Spirit is reminding us of a couple of things. So there is moments in time where we are having red flags brought into our awareness, and for whatever reason we don't want to acknowledge them. Maybe it's scary to acknowledge them. Maybe we actually don't want to do that course correction that they're trying to bring into our world. They are trying to do this because we're just not quite where we need to be. There is something that is not right, and you're noticing it, but you almost don't want to accept that. So they're letting you know that there is red flags coming up, and there is an element of you ignoring them. So be really aware of that as well. Also be really aware of the messages that you are getting, whether they are mixed messages, messages from people that you're not quite sure of their intention. Sit back with what you are interpreting in your body, that gut feeling. It's not wrong. It's not going to lead you astray. Connect to your gut and know. Feel the words and the messages that are coming into your awareness from other people in your world. You know that there's something just not quite right. So Spirit is reminding you to trust your gut, because what you are feeling about things not quite being right is accurate, and there are red flags around you. So be really aware of that as well. So that's for card number 1. So once again, we're going to just draw card number 2, and I hope those that were drawn to card number 1, there is something within that message for you. So card number 2. Okay, so card number 2, we're talking about co-creating. So we're not supposed to travel this journey alone. We do have Spirit with us all the time. Remember to call on them. Remember to ask them to help you. They're standing there just waiting most of the time. So ask them to help you. You are trying sometimes too hard to be independent, too hard to do it by yourself. So please invite Spirit into your world. The other thing is, we have people in our world that are waiting to help you. You just need to allow them to do that. Delegate. Give them things to do. It will free you up to focus on what you need to focus on, to push away those things that aren't as important as what you think that they are. So you can really go in the direction that you want to go in, and spend your time in a way that really aligns to your heart, your soul, and what you want to achieve. It's about freeing up time by delegating and asking for help when you need to. So that's card number 2. So card number 3. So for those that are drawn to card number 3, we're talking about coming to the edge. So we're encouraged to take that leap of faith. So, sometimes when we get a little bit nervous and it's kind of scary, but we know we want to do it, but we hesitate, that self-sabotage is what we're doing. I'm going to encourage you to jump. When we jump, it doesn't matter, we're going to land safely. We just have to trust, once again, that Spirit has our back. If this feels the right thing for you to do, go towards it and allow everything that is magical, that is going to unfold as you run towards that fear, to unfold. You are going to overcome so many fears and so many obstacles if you put that into your everyday life. Is, if I'm frightened, I'm going to walk towards it. If it scares me, I'm going to run towards it. I'm going to encourage you to do that, because that's where your growth sits. You want more for your life, and the best way to get it is to go towards those things that can be scary, can be nervous, and actually that we would normally say no to. So now is a point in time for you to really go towards those things. Spirit wants you to take risks. They're encouraging you even to take big risks. So if we're thinking about changing jobs even, or changing other things within our world, and we're a little bit nervous because we can't work everything out, we can't plan every little detail, that's okay. This is where they want you to just jump. You don't need to know every detail. Get out of your head, drop into your heart, and move forward. Please don't be afraid, is what they're saying to you. They've got your back on this. You are going to be okay. So hopefully those messages resonated with you. As I said, whether it be just one word, the whole message for each card. Thank you for spending some time with me and connecting with me. Now, I'm going to say this, and I forgot to say it at the start, but I think it's in the link. If anyone spams you, this is the whole reason why I don't do this that often, because I drives me a little bit crazy, know that I would never, ever, ever reach out to you and offer you a reading. That is for you to be guided to me. I will never do that. So if anyone does that and they are using an image of mine or a name deviation of mine, report those poor people that think that that is an option for them. Report them to Facebook, and let's try and sort of reduce this a little bit. If you've got any questions, by all means, reach out. I'm going to also encourage you to have a look at the website. There is an ebook on there about connecting to spirit and how to enhance your connections to spirit. So download that, it's free. Download that and work your way through some of the tips and skills that are within that ebook. Have an absolutely wonderful weekend, whatever you are doing. If you have got school holidays and that's something that you are sort of stepping towards, and enjoy the school holidays, enjoy your break, enjoy your children, and whatever you're doing on the weekend, make the most of it. Bring some, I'm going to say, some joy, some inspiration into your days. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for spending some time with me, and we will connect again soon.